A day ahead of the United Nations high-level meeting on AIDS that is expected to draw more than 3,000 participants to the UN on Wednesday, including over 30 heads of state and government, a press conference was held today, including the President of the General Assembly, Joseph Dice, pushing for comprehensive and coordinated efforts between the UN and the international community to help combat HIV/AIDS.
I would like to urge again the member states to make bold commitments to help us reach our shared goal of zero new HIV infections, zero discrimination, and zero AIDS-related deaths.
32-year-old Tatiana Afanasiadi also spoke at the press conference about her struggle with living with AIDS for most of her adult life and called for governments to help her and others like her in improving health access, education, and services to help her ensure that her child grows up to see his mom living with dignity.
Политическая воля – это то, что нужно представителям ключевых групп.
Political will is what key groups and communities need right now.
Никакие компромиссы в виде охвата 80% недопустимы. И мы, представители ключевых сообществ, требуем 100% охвата антиретровирусным лечением для всех нуждающихся.
No compromises like 80% access can be accepted. We, as representatives of vulnerable populations, demand 100% access to ARV for all those who need it.
We should have new targets and new goals. We have all of our targets from the original declaration ended in December of 2010. So we need new goals for the next 5 years and probably for the next 10 years. So we expect to see that. We expect to see very strong language about the human rights role that plays in vulnerability and access to services. We expect a focus on key populations that are particularly vulnerable to HIV infection. And those are the types of things that this resolution should hopefully contain.
The Security Council also met on Tuesday discussing the important role of UN peacekeeping missions in fighting against AIDS in terms of advancing education on the ground and protecting women against violence. Members called for the continued need of urgent and coordinated global action to fight AIDS. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has also urged member states to link efforts to combat HIV/AIDS through UN campaigns against sexual violence and for the rights of women. Afaf Kanja for South South News, United Nations.